Hey y'all, today is day 73 and I did my first workout this morning early and I am out here walking for my second. So last night at the game, the boys had a score of 71 to 12, I believe. If you know anything about football, and for those who don't, a score of 71 to 12 means that at some point the game got boring. It was no longer like a competition. It was one side was heavier than the other. They walked all over them. So those types of games lose my interest really quickly. Unfortunately, I feel like weight loss and dieting is the same way because you get tired of eating the same thing. You get tired of doing the right thing all the time. You feel like you're stuck on this like plane that just who want to keep doing the same thing over and over again, like Groundhog's Day. You go to sleep, you wake up, you exercise, you eat the same foods. That is why it is so important while you're on your process and you're walking through it that you have to find recipes that are exciting to you. One of my favorite meals to eat for me, just like my day, would be like yogurt with berries, pecans. That would be my first. The next one might be like tuna. I love those tuna packets. My favorite one is like the sweet and spicy. And I take the little English cucumber and I dice it up. And I have pepper jack cheese and grapes. Another meal that I like to eat a lot, I feel like I eat it a lot, is we do something with chicken and vegetables. And then my favorite thing to eat is a BLT wrap, which is just bacon, lettuce, tomato, onions. And then I use like Walden Farms Chipotle Ranch, I think, dressing, or like a Southwest dressing, and kind of like sprinkle it on the top. I literally eat the same thing over and over again. It gets boring. It gets very boring, just like that game last night after halftime. I'm saying that to say is you have to get creative. You have to find ways to stay focused, to stay on it so that you don't divert from the process, because when you go on a diet, you will lose the weight as long as you stick to the diet. But the minute you stop the diet, you will find that you're going to start to gain the weight back, especially if you start going back to your old ways. Does it mean that I can't have a burger from Culver's? No. Does it mean that I can't have ice cream or cake or enjoy a good family barbecue, because I love barbecue chicken? Or does it mean that I can't have, I don't know, baked macaroni and cheese and dressing? No. It just means that I have to stick to whatever I'm sticking to in the interim. Stick to it. It's going to get boring sometimes. Find a way to spice it up. Find a way to do something creative with a meal. Find a way to, do a different exercise. Sign up for exercise classes. It's getting ready to get cold here. And so this is the time to start looking at the why, or signing up for different classes that are offered around me. It gets boring. It does. That does not mean stop. That's when you got to push through and just keep going. This is a way of life for me, exercising, trying to eat right, because I refuse to go back to where I started. I will never see the 200s again. Never. Like I'm not going back there, and I still have work to do. So even though it's boring at times, I'm gonna keep going, and I hope you decide to do the same too. Listen, I believe in you. I just need you to believe in yourself too. Have a great night.